most of this book, but I see it here every Saturday morning.
I was going to ask if you've memorized it at this point.
Oh no, there'll be a test, right?
There is a quiz, yeah. So just like your college quiz when we have our home games, right?
Oh yeah.
But we'll save that for another day. In the meantime, just a reminder of where you can get this, and we're down to only about 100 to 150 of these left. I have like one box in my car. I've got 2 boxes at home. They're 50 books apiece. So we're getting pretty close to running out, and it makes a nice little Christmas gift. But if you want to stop in and buy it, you can go in person at the Indiana Rug Company in Mishawaka. It's on Mishawaka Avenue. The main branch, the Notre Dame Bookstore, has it. Also Fables down in Goshen, the Village Boutique over in Shipshewana, which is part of the Davis Mercantile building there. And Bella's Books down in Napanee. Bella, of course, is the cat, not the owner. The owner is Wanda, but we had a wonderful book signing there. I will be at South Bend Farmers Market on December 6th signing some books, and so if you want one for Christmas, that would be a good time to get it. Meantime, we've got a little poetry for you this morning. My wife came home from the Notre Dame bookstore smiling from cheek to cheek. I think she misunderstood when I said there's a buy at ND this week. Yeah, it's a B-U-Y is what she was thinking. Nothing was on sale, but she still got some great stuff, and there is a buy at Notre Dame. They're not playing this week, and for that matter, neither are the Detroit Lions, so I have nothing to do this weekend. Maybe you do, and especially if you're up in the state of Michigan. You got Michigan State this weekend. If you're, of course, an IU fan, they're playing UCLA today down in Bloomington, so we've got some forecasts for you to light those up. As we take a look at our Skyview camera from the WNDU studios, looking back across gorgeous St. Mary's Lake and the main campus of Notre Dame, you can see those fall colors. Probably not quite at their peak yet, but we're getting very, very close. We're a little bit late this year compared to other years. 34 degrees currently here. Over in Michigan City, you can see Mr. Sunshine has made an appearance above that eastern horizon at the Blue Chip Casino. They're still reporting 30 degrees there with calm winds. Up in St. Joe, Michigan, you've got that beautiful view of the harbor. St. Joseph River, of course, and the big lake out there looking serene. The gales of November are not there today. They, in fact, have very calm winds as well, like the rest of us do, sitting right underneath the dome of high pressure that's over the Great Lakes here. You can see some rain showers a little bit farther to the south of us. We're going to zoom in here on the Michiana area, and you'll see that we're actually mostly clear. We do have some high, thin cirrus clouds up there. You notice that these are not moving, and so it's just picking up these cold echoes off of the satellite. But there are some rain showers farther down to the south, and as we take that wide view, you can see the eastern half of the United States. The big action is actually down here in Kansas and Oklahoma. This will continue to spin its way across the southern states, leaving us, for the most part, untouched. Taking a look at our current temperatures, we've warmed up now a little bit. We did hit 29 degrees here earlier this morning when I came in at WNDU. That's our low for the day. But now 34. Fort Wayne was below freezing, but they're now at 33. Still an even freezing 32 degrees up in Lansing. And that, of course, is where the big game takes place a little bit later today between Michigan and Michigan State. Precipitation over the next 5 days. You can see you've got some good days to get out, maybe mow the lawn one last time or start raking those leaves up as they're now beginning to fall in earnest. But it does look like we've got a chance of rain on Wednesday, and that will also be the case, 30% chance on Thursday. Why is that important? Because we're trying to get it all out of our system before Friday, which is Halloween, of course, and we don't want it to rain on the little trick-or-treaters. There's still a slight chance, but hopefully it'll get out of here in the morning hours and be okay by the evening. Big Bro versus Little Bro. And again, I will let all of you Michiganders debate who is big and who is little, but it is Michigan State. The kickoff is at 7:30 tonight up at East Lansing at Spartan Stadium, and it'll be 47 degrees. Pretty cold out there, but you notice rain will not be a problem, snow will not be a problem, wind will not be a problem. It's just going to be a cold evening for these two heated rivals to go at it up there. It should be a great game tonight. UCLA, as I mentioned, comes into Indiana. This will be a real change for the guys from Los Angeles, as they're going to see temperatures probably about 50 degrees down in Bloomington. Cloudy skies down there. Rutgers and Purdue, 47 degrees in West Lafayette. And similar conditions, actually, maybe just a few degrees cooler than down at Bloomington. Taking a look at our future track surface fronts, you'll see this high pressure dome I talked about. You kind of see that we're right about in the middle of this, and that's why we've got that very, very calm winds out there this morning. When you're sitting right underneath that center of pressure, you get the wind gradient that's out to the outside. Wind circulates clockwise around a high, counterclockwise around a low. So you can see this storm system, and this is the one I mentioned that's going to travel across the southern states, not really throwing a lot of moisture in our direction. We're still pretty much protected by this high pressure. A stray shower is not out of the possibility as we head through the evening hours tonight, but most of us will remain completely dry. Setting our sights on that next system out there that'll be advancing over the next several days. That's the one that'll be here on Wednesday into Thursday and probably produce a little bit of rain shower activity on both of those days. Hopefully again out of here by the time we get to Halloween. For today, we jumped these temperatures from the mid-30s now. It was a little bit later, or a little bit cooler earlier this morning, but we'll hit a high today of about 55 degrees, clearing skies in the overnight hours tonight. Not as cold early tomorrow morning, and a beautiful day for tomorrow with lots of clear skies, sunshine as we head through the daytime hours. We take a look at our 10-day forecast here, and earlier, Meredith, I was calling this, I don't know if you've ever heard of the movie, This Is My American Graffiti forecast, because it's all about the 50s, right?
Oh,
yes,
okay.
it's 50s across the board. So yeah, you'd have to be an old timer like me to remember that movie. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little bit cooler. You can see those 2 rainy days, Wednesday, Thursday. We're hoping that it's out of here by Friday. We want to keep those trick-or-treaters dry. The good news is no snow in the forecast, at least yet.
I heard that a lot of Halloweens in the past, there's been snow.
Yeah, I wouldn't say a lot. But we have had several, and some within recent memory. Just I think it was about 3 years ago, we had a pretty nasty snowstorm. And in fact, we got more snow on Halloween. I think we had 1.5 inches of snow. We got more snow on Halloween that year than we had through the entire month of November. We
Oh
kind
my
of went on a
gosh.
snow drought after that. But yeah, it was.
Gosh.
It is not snowing at Howard Park, though. And good news for Alyssa Heilman and Tricia Sloma, who are down there. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. Well, the Goshen Center for Cancer Care is hosting the Making Strides for Michiana Walk. And this annual walk is a celebration of courage and hope for breast